So I've talked a lot about different metal grinding discs here on my channel, and today I want to share with you one that, I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical of at first, but I've come to really enjoy using, and I think you might too. So let's get right into it and learn about this grinding disc that's got holes in it. So this year at Fabtech, I went over to the Pferd booth and they showed me this disc. This is the CC Grind View. Now you might recognize this disc as the CC Grind Robust, which I did a video on, which uses their VictoGrain technology. Now, full transparency, I am sponsored by Pferd, so they give me these discs to use, but I've come to use this as my primary heavy grinding disc. Now, obviously, this is a semi-conventional grinding disc. It is kind of like a carbon back, so it's very, very light. But when I saw this disc, I was immediately really interested. Now, as you can see, it's got holes in it. And at first I thought, all right, well, that's kind of like a nice idea, but is this thing really going to be practical and am I actually going to use it in my shop? And once I got some samples, let me tell you, I'm using these for almost everything. And I'm going to show you why with a couple of examples. But essentially, you've got the exact same grinding material, same grinding backer, and you've got, I want to say, between 8 and 10% less grinding material by losing these holes there. And I'm going to show you how I calculated this a little bit later on in the video. But let's jump right into it and grind a couple of test examples with this, and I'll show you why this is a really cool disc that you might want to give a try, especially for specific projects. All right, so right here I've got a piece of 1/4 inch plate, and when I'm gonna be welding two pieces of plate together like this, I always want to give like a nice heavy bevel grind on the edges of the plate. Now, obviously, I don't want to go too far and I want to have a pretty steep angle, so sometimes if I want to keep it consistent, I'll take a pen and I'll just kind of mark a little straight line as a reference on the plate. Now with a conventional grinding disc, it's not that difficult to do, but let me show you how much more you can see when you've actually got a grinding disc that you can see through. And I'll show you what happens when I turn this disc on. You can actually see through it pretty easily just while it's running. Now watch what happens when I actually grind this material with the disc. And now that I have these plates beveled, let's weld them together and then we'll grind away the top of that weld. And I'll show you how you can use this type of disc to make sure you don't grind into your base metal if you need to remove the bump left over from a weld in a kind of bevel section like this. And while I'm at it, I'm going to throw a bead across the edge of this material, not to close up a joint, but just to exaggerate a kind of lifted weld that you would want to grind away. All right, so both of these welds are sticking up above the base metal. Obviously, this one's super dramatic because it didn't fill anything. But let me just show you kind of how you could use this disc to take down those welds and try to do minimal damage to the actual base material on the other side. So I added a light to the front of my camera here so you can really see through it. And now it's a little difficult to pick up on camera, but from my viewing angle, you can really see that affected zone as you go. Now we'll grind this other weld, which is a lot more pronounced and arguably a lot easier to grind because it's sticking so far up. But you'll be able to see the difference here. All right, another opportunity to use one of these discs is if you're grinding an open corner weld. So I got a little jammed up here on the end, but the rest of this open corner weld is actually not bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be able to use that kind of viewing angle to be able to see exactly what I'm doing as I'm grinding this. So I know what you're thinking. You've got less grinding material. So how does it actually do when you need to do a heavy grinding application? Now you might remember I did a whole video kind of doing grinding tests. Now, I don't have the whole rig set up. I just got my cordless angle grinder, but this is the same disc I just did those other tests with. And this is some 3/4 inch solid bar, and this is a 1 inch line. So I'm just gonna use this timer to show you how quickly I can still grind 1 inch of 3/4 inch bar using this now used disc. Battery died. So I think we'll go ahead and call that about a minute to grind 1 inch of 3/4 with this disc. Still perform really well. And I'll show you how I did sort of the calculation to figure out how much media is missing, and then we can sort of wrap it up. So I wanted to find out exactly how much material I lost through these 6 holes. So what I did was I basically scanned this onto the computer into a CAD program, and then I drew the shape with the holes and without the holes, and I got about 8 to 9% of missing material in these 6 spots. Now, for certain applications, I absolutely think it's worth the loss of material to be able to see through it as you're grinding. And one of those applications is recently I was working on a mini skid steer bucket, and to grind past some of the welds and avoid hitting the material, it was really useful to have one of these grinding discs. So you can see in this video, I'm grinding down a weld, and I don't want to take away too much of the material from the actual base, base plate. The other thing it's useful for is if you tack weld like a stiffener to something, or some sort of like a positioning block or a clamp to a piece of material, then you just want to grind off the welds and you don't want to hit the base metal, but you want to do it fast. You can use one of these and you can really see through it as you go. So again, it's not for everybody, and it's not something that you're going to necessarily use every day, but definitely worth picking up like a 10-pack of these, throwing them in your bag, throwing them on your truck so that you can use them in the specific case where you want to be able to see exactly what you're grinding. Again, same material as we've got here in the CC Grind Solid, and something that I'm pretty excited to have on my bench. And what you'll notice in a lot of the videos coming up, that I'm using these discs just because they are convenient, and I do really like how they work. So if you're interested, I'll put some links down below. You can pick these up on Amazon and from Fast Tool, and they're actually really affordable considering how good this Victograin abrasive is. You definitely should give a set of these a try. These Victograin CC Grind Robust discs wind up to be about $5 each. And you got to give them a shot for that price. So if you've got any questions, leave them down below. Let me know if you would ever use a disc like this. I think there are certain applications where these would really come in handy, but there are definitely going to be a lot of people out there who think this is a total waste of money. So sound off in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.